What's up, everybody, and thanks for watching. As always, I'm the Ferg, your rock and roll emissary, here to talk to you about amazing indie artists, bands, musicians, and occasionally some of the famous ones you know too. And always on behalf of my good friends and partners at Static Shift Radio and Real Rock Nights. Speaking of that, just recently, we had today's featured artist, Ashes to Omens, on the 3-hour nationally syndicated radio program, Real Rock Nights. Boy, that's a mouthful. I introduced the audience to the band and their hot single, A Better Me. And I am super stoked to tell you guys a little bit about the band and some of their songs that you should add to your playlist if you'll stick around. And coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about Athens, Georgia-based rock band Ashes to Omens. They mix hard rock, alternative, and post-grunge styles to bring us something that packs a punch, but is creatively and masterfully something of their own. Now, as awesome as this band is, it almost ended as quickly as it began. Right after their thunderous debut in 2017, lead singer and vocalist James Branton began a battle with thyroid cancer. Now, thankfully, James won that battle, and the music world and the rock and roll world is ever so blessed because he did. Because now he is currently joined with Christopher Blake on bass, Casey Lee on drums, and Jordan Whitten on lead guitar. And having won that battle and come a long way, fast forward to 2026, these guys are on a mission to put the rock and roll world on notice and are ready to bring you some tunes you've been dying to hear. So here's 3 of them that you should add to your playlist. Number 1, the song A Better Me. This song opens with James singing and accompanied by some softer ringing notes, but then breaks to fast, hard, and loud drums, grungy bass, and heavy guitars. But after the very first little jam there, and James comes back in, ever so slightly, you can tell that his tone, it's subtle, but you can tell that his tone and his voice got deeper. It almost reminds me of Daughtry. And if you can pull that off, you know you've got an amazing singing voice, and you know he is the right singer for this band. Sometimes the singer is great and the band is not, or a band will be great and the singer is not. But as this song carries through, and as all their songs carry through, as you'll see when you listen to them, this band has kind of captured lightning in a bottle, so to speak. And you'll find that out if you keep on listening. I love the speed of the drums on this one, though, especially during the heavier notes. And I love how down and dirty and grungy the bass and the guitars get on this one. And I like that little short pause or blip that we get at the 119 mark there. There's this great trade-off also between the softer and the smoother parts of the song and the heavier, more rockin' parts of the song. And for your treat, there's also a live video on YouTube where you can see the band performing this song, and you get to see their stage presence and the crowd reaction. And you get to see the guitar player come in on some of the screaming parts where the song gets real heavy. And I think that's pretty cool and awesome as well. And through, I'm going to tell you, this song altogether, it's definitely a radio hit, one that should be played on modern radio all day, every day. And it also, musically, it rocks its ass off, but with clear, understandable, very relatable lyrics that anyone can resonate with. Lyrics such as this: you say that you wanted a better me. It took a while for me to see what it took to set me free. And now we're just a memory. But let's not be just a memory to one another. Don't you go away, because next up, I want to encourage you to check out the song The Tide. I love how that one starts with a growling scream to begin the song, and the heaviness of the instrumentation just reminds me so much of 3 Days Grace and their style of playing, which I love very much, and I bet you do too. And I love how that the growls come back in again at the 156 mark, just before 2 minutes, while James continues to sing. They come back in, and it serves to add a sense of seriousness and toughness to this song. The chorus and the melody and the rhythm of the melody and the rhythm of the tone and the melody of this one will have you bobbing your head and headbanging a little bit throughout this one, because all that rhythm of the melody and the tone seems to go so smooth amidst the barrage of metal that you're getting. And so the song easily gets stuck in your head. You may find yourself singing along to this one if you can pick up on the lyrics. And then about the 3:15 mark, there's this really cool echo effect that happens where the drums and the bass drop out, leaving just the guitar and the vocals there. And if you listen closely, you can ever so slightly hear the tambourine. But in the video, you see the drummer hitting his cymbals. So whichever it is, I'm going to tell you, this song is awesome. This song is loud. This song rocks. And during that section that I was talking about, it's almost like the band knew they had to slow down for just a minute, because they're about to build up to a big finish. And brother, do they build up to a big finish. In fact, you're going to want to crank this one up. Man, if it wasn't for copyright, I'd play you guys a little bit of this one. Now, as you get into the lyrics, you're going to discover that this one was written about someone struggling with some depression and possibly being mentally in a dark place. So if that's you, they definitely want you to, and I definitely want you to reach out to those around you that love you, reach out to someone that can help, and lend a helping hand. Now, not staying on a note like that, let's get to the next song that you should add to your playlist, but that one's really a rocker. Now, for song number 3, I wanted to go back and recommend a song off of their 2021 album release, Black Boxes. And I chose for this selection the song Rise, which doesn't quite get the attention that some of the other songs does, but it is a pure modern metal song that'll have you headbanging at times. And I know there's some metalheads out there watching, so this one's for you. The song Rise off of Black Boxes. This one wastes no time coming in at you rocking hard, and in less than 20 seconds into the song, it goes heavy on the bass, and it's a very bass dominant song, and I love that. You don't get that all the time, and so that's why I love that. Early on, there's a lot more cymbals in this one, transitioning later to more heavier drums later on in the song. And James's vocal and delivery on this one has so much raw attitude in it too. And you're just going to love it if you're a metalhead. And you better play that one loud. And in fact, at the 2:48 mark, if you're like me, you're going to love the short little grunge style distorted guitar solo that's going on there. And you're probably going to love the lyrics that go along with this one too, because along with the song full of attitude and metal, you get these lyrics. Why don't you rise before they take those better days from you? That's some good advice. And my advice is, why don't you guys rise, purchase, stream, and download on all streaming platforms Ashes to Omens and their content, and follow them on all socials. And I'm not ferging around when I tell you, thanks so much for watching. Listen to Ashes to Omens. I've been the Ferg, and until next time, keep on rocking, baby.